And welcome back. I believe we're now on episode number 16. And well, we finished the dock area here. So it's looking quite great. We just got some boxes and stuff in here. And we turn, maybe if we have one, that'll work out. If we turn on our light levels here, we can see this whole place is all lit up. So that just leaves one more place in this entire base not properly lit up. So let's grab everything now that we're ready to start rocking and rolling. And let's go look at the one place left. I guess on a quick note, I did finish the roof between episodes here. And it makes it fairly narrow right here, but I truly believe that that is okay and not a thing to worry about. But the last place left unlit is right down this road here. And you can see I've started work on it. Not entirely sure where I'm going to go with it, but this is going to be our smeltery. So we're going to put a lava farm and a big old furnace array in here. And all of this is also going to be connected to the slime chunks that are right here in the river, so we finally have a slime farm in this place. Not that we've had much need for it, but it'd be nice to have one just to check it off my list of builds yet to complete. So this is where we're going to start our day off here, is just finishing the exterior of this. And then in a live stream is where I'm going to come in here and build both my lava and and furnace array. So those are going to be pretty simple builds. I'm not too worried about showing all those. I'm sure you've seen them before on other people. But feel free to come join me on the stream to see that. But our main focus on today is going to be finishing this off. I have designed the entire thing in my creative test world. So now we just got to bring it over here and get not only the exterior, but the interior done with this. So that way, at the end of this episode, we can finally say that our guild grounds is complete. So, lots to do, not much time. So, I guess without further ado, let's just hop right to it and get everything done. All right, and as we fly back from working on our little build over there, you can see I have some new blocks in my hand. And we've decided to add mini blocks to the server so we can change up some of the decorations so they're not as repetitive. That's just because personally I was getting a sense that, just using ender chest, all this stuff on the other side of the wall here, the stuff in here, stuff out here, was all getting a bit repetitive. So we added that to the game, and now we just gotta find a place to store all of this as we pack up from our previous build. So let's just throw these over here, and then we'll keep moving. All right, and just purely by luck, we found ourselves a wandering trader that had some red sand. So now that we got plenty of that and some more of the mini blocks, let's go ahead and fix those two things on our jousting court that we need to fix. So let's run down here, make ourselves some sandstone, make that into sandstone walls, and place it where we need to. All right, and just like that, we have our two red sandstone walls right here, and we can land, plop one down, fly over to the second one, and all right, and fly like a amazing little flyer here. So let's get back over the wall, and we can place the second one there. Now we can officially say our jousting area is completed. So let's get back on to the whole point of this episode, which is going to start off on the other side of our guild hall. Okay, and now the part that was bothering me the most, not actually having completed that past build, now that that's complete, let's do a small project on this episode part. And that's going to be the interior of 4 of these builds. So let's hop in a free cam and let's point them out. I need to do the interior of this one, the interior of this one, and the interior of that one as regular house stuff. And then I finished the farms in here, just need to make it all look better. So the interior of that one, the interior of this one where I need to build a cactus farm, and the interior of this one where we're going to build a miscellaneous greens farm. And by that, I mean stuff like ferns, tall grass, glow lichen, vines, all of the just small greens farms that you can build are just going to go in here and we'll go from there. So after we do all of that, we're going to just swing right into the main project over here, which, as I just stated, is going to be the roof of the guild hall. So I guess that's enough dilly-dallying around. Let's bring you back interior by interior. I hope you like them. And our first build is done. As you can slightly hear there's a crackling fire inside. So without further ado, let's just turn around in here and see what we got. So we come in the front door. We have a small gathering area where people can enjoy, relax, with some jukeboxes back here, maybe play a little music, some books to read. Overall, just a relaxing area. That is all. Oops, I guess I missed a couple spots. Let's grab, I don't have any more lanterns on me, but we'll snag this one because I don't think it's actually needed there. Let's check. Okay, let's snag that one, and then just directly over that we'll put a light. Cool, that all works out. So small little area down here that ends with a kitchen where you can cook all your meals and just stay healthy, stay fed, all that good stuff. Then we'll come up here to the second floor, which we've got a nice little slabbed spiral staircase that goes up in the tower on this build here. But that comes up into a music room. So this is where we have the fire. This is really a lounge inside the house. You can relax by the fire, listen to some pianos play. Overall, it's a very musical household so far. But let's head to the third floor here, which this third floor is the bedroom. So we've got all their closets where they can store their clothes right here. Got some extra little storage areas. I do need to put a banner here for the mirror, so let's grab that real quick. Alright, and just like that, there's the mirror for them to look at, and overall we just have a nice collection of shelves and storage areas for you to put your clothes and all your other little knickknacks on. And then we have a nice little bed you can sleep in. But it's not quite nighttime right now, so can't show you that part. But our next area we are going to is the house right next to this. So let's grab a peek through the window. It's this one right here. So without further ado, let's head right over there and get this whole thing built. Alright, and as we finish up house number 2, getting some quick little peeks through the window there, we had a wandering trader show up. So let's actually go look and see what he has. Alright, this is a good set of blocks, and I want to point out we haven't updated to 119 quite yet. So that means there's no block to trade for it, but we can still get the little player block for it. So a little convenience there. But it seems like we have everything. We don't have a verdant froglight, or skulk. So we can get some things we don't quite have yet, which is quite perfect. But let's go ahead and grab all of these blocks and trade up for these mini blocks, and then we'll show you the inside. Alright, and now with an inventory full of different blocks, and we got some bubble coral out of it, and some ferns as well, we can head on into here. Just get this guy out of the way. Oh, and look, I haven't done anything bad. Just gonna also collect all the leads. Okay, let's finally head in here. And on our first floor here, we've got just over here a nice little booth they can sit at and eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Some decorations with a little study area right here. We got a closet right here that they have plenty of tunics, some chainmail, but mostly leather. And I want to dye those, but I haven't quite figured out a color for them. I'm thinking we can stick either with the blue theme or go with more of a cyan to match that, or just pick 3 random colors. But another little seating area over here where you can look at this very lovely picture of a silhouetted man. Not sure who that is, but we'll say maybe it's the patriarch of the family. We come up the stairs here. We come into the upper story where we just have bookshelves, a mirror, some more desk areas, and that's why I have these because I realized earlier I had forgotten to put the chairs where they'd sit at in. But then we have a little reading nooks over here and over here, just by the main bookshelf in this upper story, some paintings, and then the final area is in that little loft up here. We have the red bed and the blue bed, so that all 1, 2, 3, or 4 people who live here have a place to sleep. So that's house number 2 done and dusted. Let's go put up these blocks we just got, and then we're gonna head right over here to house number 3. All right, and just like that, I finished the 3rd build. I did this one a little differently from the others, so without further ado, let's just turn around and pop in there and see what I've done. So this one here, I pictured as a small little bookstore. So it's just got seating areas where you can enjoy and read a book or two, like a little public library kind of thing, where the person who lives here is just a scholar who likes to gather different book types, and that's what he's dedicated the whole first floor of his house to. So to get to the second, we have to come back outside, where we'll just run around this edge here, and by the second house we finished, we have a little staircase up to our second story here. And so on this one, I kept a pretty simple interior, so we just have an open bedroom and then a kitchen table over here for him to enjoy some meals at. And so with that, he also has a bunch of little porches he can come out on and just view around while he reads a book or just eats a meal. Whatever he wants to do, he can. So now we got one last build to do, and let's just hop off up here. And that's this interior, and then we'll get into a time lapse of our main build, which is finishing up the building you can't quite see, but the guild hall. And just like that, house number 4 is done. So let's take a quick tour of it real quick. We come in here, it's more of a bachelor pad style, so we got lots of little lounge areas, some paintings, and then a very open kitchen with another little seating area here where you can eat your breakfast and food. And then finally a little area where you can sit here and look outside while you read, and a couple shelves here and there. But honestly, it's a very open floor plan for this little bachelor pad. And then the top floor here just has some more books, a clock so you know the time of day. Most importantly, a spot for you and your friends to hang out and chat up in your room away from prying eyes and everyone else. So, just like that, we are done with all of our houses, and we are ready to start the time lapse of the guild hall's roof over there. So, without further ado, let us go. Oops, before we jump into that time lapse, I forgot there's one more place I haven't shown y'all the interior of. This here was done on a live stream, and this is our metallurgy factory. So it converts these raw blocks into solid blocks, and it's all done right here. So the molten metal will pour out from in here down these little shafts and into mold. And so here we can see we have some pistons pushing some golden to become molten, some copper here, and on this far side, some iron. And then of course we have 2 little farms here. The first one being this nice little lava farm, which lights itself up. No need for lighting in here. And then underneath here we have our other farm, which is our smelter. So you put fuel in there, you put what you need to be smelted here, and it all comes out right here. So, ooh, seems like we're a little bit full there right now. But all of this works together, and with the lava farm, we pretty much have unlimited fuel. I've just been smelting up some kelp, so that way if we ever have a large smelting job here and simply do not have enough lava to do it at the pace we're wanting, well, we can always just grab some of this excess here. So let's get on to that time lapse and finally finish out the guild grounds. So let's go. And with 95 stacks of brick and spruce placed down, we have finished our roof here. Now, I know that probably wasn't the most exciting time lapse you've ever seen, but this is a very big milestone because if we fly around now, exterior and building wise, our guild hall and our guild grounds are completely done. And they're looking absolutely fantastic. And I have been so happy to share all of this with y'all. And so, really, there's only a couple more things to do here before we move on to the next area we want to build in this world. I heard him shooting at me. I heard him getting ready. So, let's tackle the last couple of things that are right over here, and then I'll explain to you what we are going to do inside the guild hall. So, let's get this cactus farm done, and I'll be right back. Alright, and just like that, we finished our little greens farm in here I told you about earlier. You can get a little glimpse in there of it. It's nothing special, not too decorated at the moment. And then in here you can see our cactus towering high up into there. And if we come in here, it's just a small little storage room we can grab from when we need stuff. Nothing special there at all. But if we fly around, we can head right back to the top of the tree here. Look at our guild hall, and I'll explain to you why I haven't done the interior yet. So, for this guild hall, it's shared by everyone on the server. And currently there's about 4 of us. So collectively, we've decided to just make this a place where we each come up here, and in what's now and currently a mob farm, we'll build our own individual rooms in here. And in my personal opinion, that's what's going to make it the best, because it's the place where we all gather, and so we just got to personalize it. So, without further ado, I believe that is everything for our guild grounds. And next week I probably will tackle my own little bedroom up here. But for now, this place is done. And I'm just flying around, giving y'all an incredible view at what we've accomplished. And hopefully you're excited to see what we do here in a bit. I have several things already planned and a couple of them started. So now we just gotta get over there and do it. But that is all the video time we have for today. So thank you everyone for joining. And I hope you'll have enjoyed this and are excited for the future. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Wait a second there real quick. There's 2 things I forgot to do. First one is what these banners are. We've officially decided on a name for the guild, and it's going to be the Harvesters of the Forbidden. I think it's great, and I think it shows truly what this guild is about. And the second part is the last update of our map wall. So let's grab those, and then just a quick pull them out, slap them back in our guild grounds. Ooh, we need to update down here too. So let's go grab those, and then we are done for the day. And it has been so much fun doing all this. And now with that loading in, and that finishing out, the guild grounds and the mapping of them is done. So our next project is going to be a little bit of a long-winded one. It's going to be a village surrounding a lake. But for now, y'all have a good day. Bye, everyone.